Hi Justin, how are you? We're doing a short clip now, how you're supposed to put on tefillin. This is very belated. It should have been done a long time ago, but I'm going to do it. We're going to do it now. This is tefillin without the talit, and if you want me to teach you also how you put on a talit, I can do that also. But this is just focusing on tefillin. These are my personal tefillin. There are two boxes. One is for the arm, one is for the head. You start off with the one for the arm, and it's clearly marked. If you look at the box itself, you will see that there is a knot that is situated close to the box, and also you can tell that it's the arm tefillin because there's no art or engraving on the actual tefillin box. It's completely plain and smooth. So those are the signs that you can tell that it's the tefillin for the arm. If it depends if you're righty or lefty. If you're righty, put it on your left arm. If you're lefty, put it on your right arm. So I'm a lefty. I will show you what it's like putting it on my right arm. The tefillin is situated. It should be placed on the top part of your arm, as middle as you can, which is on the bulge of your muscle. Check it out, Justin. Justin, check it out. That's what the law says, to put it on the apex, the peak of your muscle. Here you have a knot that is able to be tied. And this is the whole mitzvah of tying your knot. So you make the bracha right here, and the bracha is Baruch Atah Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Asher Kideshanu B'mitzvotav B'tzivanu Lahaniach Tefillin. And from here on you don't speak. You tie the knot. The knot, if it's tied already, the knot, you might have tefillin that is already tied closed. It's fine. There's no need to open it. But there is an idea of knotting, closing the knot. So just a side point. Figure out it's the word loose, not loose. So figure out the system here of the knot. It's a loose. It's got a loose opening here, and it moves in and out. It closes in and out on the thing. So there's no, that's the way you tie it on your arm. Once you have that tied, obviously as tight as you can. The first thing you do is you come over. You tie it around the inside, closer to you, on that part of the tefillin, nowhere else. And you'll see that it's got an extra marking, extra part of the tefillin here. It comes out, especially for that purpose, especially to tie it down. So you do it once. So as you see here, you've got two now. One is the actual hold, and then the second one is what you've just made. And then you come around again to the same place, and you do a third one. Now you have it's a shin, a Hebrew letter called the shin on your arm. That is the idea of what we just made now. Once you've done that, you can come around and do the rest of the part on the second half of your arm, and it goes around your arm 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it's customary to make a half. So you do 7.5. And the half comes over on the top of your hand and then under into your palm. Then you come over and you finish it off by making a dalid on your arm, on your hand. From here, this point is where you stop on your arm, and you take the head tefillin that goes onto your head. Now this one, as I said before, is marked with a pattern, a design, an engraving, and you can see how it's got a shin. One side has a shin with 3 arms, and one side has a shin with 4. For different reasons. And there's also compartments, 4 compartments on the actual tefillin box. Different to the hand one, which has just 1 compartment. Here you have a knot at the back. Make sure the knot and the tefillin are equally in place. So you don't have a situation where the knot's over here and then it's tied onto your head like this. It needs to be symmetrically in line with the tefillin itself. So you can just do that. Make sure it's at the end, the two furthest ends. These two straps, this side goes around your right shoulder and this one goes around your left shoulder. So make sure that the strap comes over your shoulder appropriately and not both straps coming over one side of your shoulder. So the tefillin goes over your head. Make sure, please note, Justin, that you should not have a situation where your tefillin is bent like this. This is not allowed. And just make sure, maybe look into a mirror, that the straps are the right way around and not twisted. You'll make that mistake that when the tefillin is twisted, it's not valid. Here's just the basic, making it comfortable on your head, that it's not going to fall off. And you know, once you have this, make sure you have a kippah on your head. And also you got to make sure that the tefillin is between your eyes. That's the whole idea of wearing tefillin, that it sits between your eyes. It's not really to do with sitting on top of your head, it's to do with sitting between your eyes. That's what it says in the Torah. So you got to look into a mirror and just make sure that the tefillin is between your eyes. I'm not sure if it's in between my eyes, but it feels like it's right. After you've done this, you finish off with your arm. So this is what we're holding. This is what we're holding with the arm, and we're going to continue now. So now you come from underneath your palm, looking down here. From underneath your palm of your hand, you come over to the middle finger. The middle finger goes around once, and then you come round again onto the next section. The first section of your arm, of your finger, comes one round. You go up to the top section. Second section is the second one. The third one, you do 3 circles in your middle finger. Come between them. So as we said before, we'll start again. 1 on the bottom, 2 in the next section above, third one in the middle. Then you come back under the arm, the palm of your hand, and you just come round. You join what we left off with in the beginning, from the dalid, and you just come around and finish everything off over here. You finish wrapping it up. You don't want to have any loose tefillin because you want to make it look neat and nice. You don't want it to look messy. It's got a basic requirement of looking neat when you're wearing tefillin. It shouldn't look messy, and you should also have a clean arm and a clean head, Justin. We want to look at the idea is that your head has to be clean, because any dirt can be, first of all, it's not just nice to be neat. That's why we put it on the morning after we have a shower, at the normal time, and your arms should also have. But if it's not, if the course of the day doesn't allow you to, if it's at the end of the day and you've already gone through a whole day, then it's totally fine. But obviously, make this the best way possible. That's the one requirement. So that's the basic idea of wearing tefillin. There are different ways of putting on tefillin, and the pair of tefillin that you're gonna come across, I have a feeling is gonna be like this one, because it's coming from a Chabad rabbi. But the tefillin that your grandfather owns will probably be different. And I'm not sure which one it is, but if you show me a picture of it, then I can try and teach you either by words, or I can send you a link or something how you put those ones on, because each one has a different way of putting them on. The basic idea is that you make the bracha and you say after the Shema Yisrael, and after that is all ready in your hands of what you want to say. The Shema is really the main thing of a person's tefillah, and you're supposed to say Shema in the morning and at night, twice a day. That's the main requirement. Before you go to sleep is another time you say the Shema. But the tefillin, when you wear tefillin, is the first time, and it's very, very special and important, and a daily. Justin, we love you very much, and I hope you take this video and use it well. All the best.